In Downton Abbey, Lady Grantham said she would never have electricity in her home. There were too many vapors to worry about. Later, she got used to it. I'm feeling the same way about the Nissan Leaf. Just as with your iPhone, as long as you remember to plug it in when you get home, you should be fine. Then again, a depleted iPhone probably won't stop you from getting to work. The first day I drove the Leaf was on Election Day. I had to find the polling place in my new town, so I used the navigation in the Leaf to get there. It kept asking me if I was looking for a charging station. I wasn't. I was looking for a place to vote. Once the Leaf and I got that straightened out, it did make me wonder where there was a charging station near my house. Turns out, there is one at a Nissan dealership a couple of miles away, and another at a car repair place, and another at a gas station, which seemed ironic to me. After casting my ballot, I got home, put the Leaf in the garage, and plugged it into the regular 110 outlet. Now, Nissan and most of the other electric car companies recommend that you get a dedicated 220 line and install a charging station in your garage. That certainly would have made things faster, since a fully depleted battery takes longer to charge on a 110 outlet than applying online for Obamacare. But the Leaf isn't made for people who are going to fully deplete the battery all the time. It's made for people who don't go that far and have a place to plug in, either at home or at work. Recently, I was driving a gasoline-powered review car and underestimated how much gas I was using. I was cruising along down the Garden State Parkway and actually rolled into one of the rest stops while the sports sedan was telling me I had 0 range left. 0. So I guess you can be an idiot no matter what you're driving. Plus, if you can plug in the car at home, that fueling station never closes. So unless you need to go to the gas station to buy cigarettes or lottery tickets, you may never wonder how long those hot dogs have been spinning on that thing again. Who eats those, by the way? Anyway, well, never is a long time, so you'll probably go there to fill up your other car if you plan on driving more than 80 miles at a stretch. You could conceivably drive from New York to Los Angeles in the Leaf, but it would take about 37 and a half days if you had to stop to charge overnight each time the battery ran out. If you connected the dots of the quick charge stations around the country, you could do it if you stop about every 80 miles and charge for about 20 minutes or so. But since the rapid chargers aren't lined up in a row at 80-mile intervals, and even if they were, the growing number of Leaf owners are probably using them. That said, it's much easier to install an electric car charging station than it is to install a gas station. As far as comfort and convenience go, the Leaf was great. I would have liked a sunroof, but you can't get one on the Leaf. You also can't get one on the Chevy Volt. I don't know if that's a deal breaker for you. I like having a sunroof, but you can always get one put in aftermarket. Nissan's around view monitor made maneuvering the Leaf in tight spaces a lot easier than you'd think. So much easier, in fact, that I wonder how long it'll be until these around view camera systems are an option on almost every car. The EPA has estimated the Mpge of the Leaf at 130 city and 102 highway. Mpge is miles per gallon equivalent. The window sticker says you will save more than $9,000 in fuel costs over the next 5 years. The EPA figures you'll spend about $500 a year on electricity for your Leaf. With the Tesla, the Leaf, the Focus Electric, the Volt, and the Cadillac ELR, the electric car seems to have moved out of the vegan-only, no-deodorant crowd and into the mainstream. Published reports on the 0 to 60 time for the Leaf vary between 7 seconds and 10 seconds. The variation probably has something to do with the weight of the reporters doing the testing or the number of people in the car and the temperature outside. The base price for the Nissan Leaf is about $29,000, but that does not include the rapid charger port or the navigation system with the integrated charger finder. The base price for the Leaf we tested was about $35,000. Options on our test car included the around view monitor and an upgraded Bose stereo system. You may be able to get certain tax deductions depending upon your state. Electric cars are often also allowed in the carpool lanes, even if you're driving by yourself, but that is also dependent upon where you live. The total price as tested for the 2013 Nissan Leaf SL was about $37,000. I'm Grant Winter, reporting for Real World Test Drive.